What's up, everybody? Welcome to an episode of Alex's Toy Show Custom Figure Review. And today we are doing a custom Swoop. Yes, Swoop was a Dinobot. Here, let's go to the videotape, and I'll show you what the original Swoop looks like. Ta-da! Oh, focus. There's Swoop. There's Swoop in his glory, his Generation 1, the box, everything. Looks pretty banging on the box, right? But when you get that figure out of the box, that is the most delicate piece of china you've ever had in your hand. And, you know, it's like, you know, when you throw dishes against the wall, there's that tradition where, you know, you have a good meal and you throw everything into the fireplace and it smashes to pieces. Swoop actually just breaks right in your hand as you're trying to hold them. So what I did was I took a Terrorsaur from Beast Wars. Beast Wars? Let's go with Beast Wars. And I painted, and I added some repro labels there. I did Swoop. Now what we're going to do is we're going to zoom out a little bit here, and I'm going to try to transform him while he's on the camera. I mean, you know, because it'd be cool to see it instead of up here where I can't see it. So this is it. Now, I was coming home from work last night, and yours truly, John Crispy, asked if I could shout out for him in a video, and I said, sure, you know, because, you know, why the hell not? So, this one is for you, man, and, you know, I gotta thank you guys, not just John Crispy and everybody, but, you know, for everybody, because, you guys are, like, a big group of awesome fans. Forgive me if I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this, because I'm pretty sure I don't. This is supposed to go in here somehow. Like that. I see. I remember. Yeah, you know, Gabby and your brother and Rooney and Teresa, you guys are all pretty awesome. And then, you know, then there's Grimm's loyal followers. Blech. Okay, so, let me adjust the camera here. Here we go. We have Swoop. We have some serious, repro labels here on his beak, on his chest. We still have the ones from the wings. And, you know, now, if you're a G1 cartoon guy or girl, and you know Swoop has a blue body, yeah, he does. In the cartoon, he does have a blue body. But what's also worse about the figures is that he had, focus, a red body when you got him home from the toys. So that's how disappointing this guy was. You know, he didn't look anything like the cartoon. Well, I mean, he looks somewhat, but, you know, his color scheme was off. So what I did was I not only made one Swoop, I made a second Swoop. So I did the first one I did in red, and that's the one I still have. And the second one, I did exactly the same, only instead of a red body, I gave him the blue body. Pretty banging, right? Now, what makes this video worthy of doing a shout-out is that, one, it's not just a Dinobot. Swoop has, hold on, let me get it, a Dinobot army. Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna move Swoop to the background here because Swoop is worthy to stay into the picture. And this was around the time of Energon and Cybertron lines. So this is Cruel. You remember, like on Family Guy when he says Wheatons or Cool Whip. There was one episode where he said cruel, and, you know, Brian just didn't fly for it. Stewie is hilarious. Seth MacFarlane, you're like a comedy genius. Everybody should go see his new Western movie coming out, because that is friggin' hysterical with Charlize Theron. Hilarious. So we started with Cruel Lock, and, yeah, enough, right? And we did, ta-da! This is like my little Godzilla. I don't know if he's supposed to be like a velociraptor or something else, but, why am I here? So we got the, you know, the repo labels on the head. Focus. Too close. Focus. There we go. Reaper labels on the head. And then, you know, there's a guy under there. He's got the gold claws. This one here, I was going for the Grimlock look because, you know, he's upright. And instead of Grimlock's gold body, I just gave him a red body because what I've made is a Dinobot army. And pretty much all the Dinobots, if you're not Grimlock, you know, you have a red body until you come to Swoop, who has a blue body. So maybe you're just, you know, maybe Swoop is like the leader of the air. So this guy transforms pretty easily. You split his tail here, and out comes his giant banging sword. This is a sword, goddammit. Kind of like Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. You guys will come to learn that my my Australian accent is the same as my English accent. It's just awful. And my British and my Scottish. Something. Alright, so this guy doesn't really transform too different from the, you know, from the dinosaur mode. He's got a giant sword, another Reaper label under the body there, and the tail just kind of splits apart behind him. But you can see he's got the gold highlights around the gray limbs, around a red body with, you know, some black here in between. So this is Dinobot Soldier 1. We'll send him off into the background. And then we did another. This is another guy from the Beast Wars line called Dinobot. I loved Beast Wars for what it was, but I could never understand why you took like a group of characters, like the Grimlock, Slag, Sludge, Slag, Dinobot asshole. Can't wait. Okay, so Grimlock, Slag, Sludge, Swoop, and Snarl, you know, they were known as a group as the Dinobots, and then Beast Wars comes along, and you have one guy who is called Dinobot. WTF to that, man? And then same with the Insecticons, Kickback and Bombshell and Shrapnel, and then you get the guy who's known as Insecticon. Fuck that. So this guy transforms also, and I did another one from another Energon guy called Dive Bomb. This is, ta-da, Dive Bomb. Now Dive Bomb, I had a couple ideas for Dive Bomb, so I do have, you know, another gray one that I primed, and yet another gray one that I primed, and these guys are going to become something eventually. But this is the one that I have for now. You know, he's some type of bird, but you know, in the Transformer world, it doesn't matter, because eventually you just become either an Autobot, Decepticon, or a Dinobot in this case. So, so this is the start of my Dinobot army. The paint's a little thick on these guys. It's a little hard to do. Oh, I did it. Never mind. I take it all back. Alright, so this is another Dinobot. Now what's pretty banging about this is how I did the red inside the forearm. See if you can stay on this close-up and then we'll zoom out. And then the gold around, but then his head, which is where it came from. I don't know, can you see his head there? The head is just black. I did like this killer color scheme. I pat myself on the back for that one. Alright, so let's zoom out a little bit here, and you can get the whole... Oops! We knocked him over. Man down! We're good. We're all fine here. How are you? If anybody does not know Star Wars, you should go see Star Wars: A New Hope, because we quote a lot of lines from Star Wars and from Spaceballs. And if you haven't seen Spaceballs, then there's something wrong with you. The problem with seeing Spaceballs is that Spaceballs is a comedy based on all the different sci-fi movies of its time. And if you don't know all the other sci-fi movies and their, you know, and the joke that they're trying to pull there, it's not going to be as funny, and it's just going to look like a bunch of guys trying to play Star Wars. So anyway, back to this. Dinobot Soldier number 2, 3. This is Dinobot Soldier number 3. Pretty banging. Check him out on around the back. A little red in the action. So you know what I mean? We got the red body, and instead of gray limbs, we got black limbs, because that's how the alt mold kind of sailed. Alright, so we got another Dinobot army there. We have one more in the Dinobot army that I finished. This was another Swoop. I'm sorry, another Terrorsaur, and it was supposed to be, you know, a direction I was going with Swoop, and I ended up doing another direction. So, when I was making Swoop, if you remember, Swoop had the giant silver arms, and I was like, you know what would be really cool is if he didn't have giant silver arms. So I did black arms with the gold claws, and otherwise this guy transforms and looks just like Swoop does. So he's like Swoop's almost twin brother. Oh, and I did a little different on the legs here, it looks like. I gave him some black thighs with the gray shins and gold claws, as opposed to Swoop has all gray and black claws at the bottom there. Not to be confused with the blue claws. They're a minor league team for the Phillies. Hold on. We're having a little difficulty transforming these guys. Alright, so this is the way this guy looks. Hold on. I said hold on, goddammit! Hold on, we're standing and then we'll fix the camera. Alright, so we got some gold claws, the gray shins, the gold knees, the black thighs, the claw with the black here. I gave myself another pat on the back for getting that kind of detail in there. That was kind of tough with the little shit paintbrush that I use. And then you come up to the top, and there's this angry head. Ah, I'm Swoop's twin brother, assholes. I'm gonna kick your ass. Down with the Decepticons. Ah! Okay, enough. So yeah, custom Swoop and the Dinobot army, because they're fucking cool. Right? Okay, leave me a comment, like this video. Jack Crispy, Rooney, Gabby, who else did I leave out? Teresa, oh, and Gabby's brother, Riders Riot, love it. You guys are the best. Leave me a comment, like this video, and subscribe for more. Peace!